So this is take two. Let's see if my fleet's still. Let's see if I can play the game now. I really hate the fact that it takes so bloody long to load up this game. I mean, I believe it's just because of the fact that all the assets are just loaded in, and then they just pull them onto the maps, basically. Which I guess with it reduces the loading time for individual matches or so. But my goodness, the hype! I haven't even seen the towel yet, or so. I just want to. Can I please look at them, game? Please, can I look at them? I just want to look at them. Oh my goodness, why is this taking forever? Feels like an eternity is going by or so. We're like creating the assets right now or so, and they need extra time. This is finally okay. All right. I'll first look at the towel and this low textured polygon here. Only a warden. Let's start with transport here. So the transport, well, kind of fast or so. Well gun light turret. Okay, here come the textures. Awesome. Oh dear God. That's pretty cool. Anywho, alright, so let's look at the stats here. The tail have pretty average accuracy, so they have full access to maneuvers, same type of. I don't see any real difference between their insubordination and other factions. Escort ships, so yeah, so it's about the same. Okay, so let's look at the. Looks like we have railguns and ion. Okay, so ion cannon turrets. What's the? Looks like the railguns are way more powerful. That here they're can't really look at the torpedo stats here. Twin wheel guns, pretty nice. Twin wheel gun batteries, pretty good. And here we go. This one has a light wheel-gun turret. I like how all the it's like an afterthought, really, for the most part. Like they made the ship first and then decided, hey, we need to add guns to it. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's look at the light cruisers. Let's just I'm not gonna try. I'm just gonna call this the emissary. Yeah. So the first emissary ship here, it has grab launchers, they peel shields, stoppable, homing projectile. So you can actually turn this towards your opponent. Basically, that's pretty cool. However, it has a limited amount of fuel, so it's short after 30 seconds. So you can't fire it like a normal torpedo, where like you can just fire it and it just goes wherever you want. But it's I know it's 8 o'clock. So, it's the pro being able to maneuver, but it has the con of the fact that it has a limited range. Then you have the heavy rail guns, pretty nice. Ion batteries, okay. Then we have this one over here. This one doesn't have torpedo launchers, but it has ordnance bays. See ya. Okay, so apparently... Okay, so, So apparently the armor is at 75% on the front of the ship here, but it gets negated if the prow is damaged. So that's why they all have 75 armor on the front, basically. And then, as always, as explained before, they just don't have the ability to use lightning strikes because, you know, the Tau just can't do that. What else? Okay, so they have ordnance launching bays. They have fly a free warden. Oh, okay, so this is where one of the specialized abilities of the Tau come in. Well, they have the ability to call in a free escort ship. So it sounds like you're going to be able to call in a huge amount of escort ships to assist your fleet or so with the Tau. Which is kind of interesting. It's like the Imperial Navy favor, basically. But it's like default, which is nice. Then you have the heavy railguns. And then you have, this is the final ship here. They have the homing torpedoes. You can go on a free ship. You can go on 2. Note that. You get 2 of them. So you can get like 2 free escort ships, and then you have the twin batteries. So the difference between is this one focuses heavy on just firepower, just straight up firepower and torpedoes. Well, these show more support, with this one deciding to house fighters, basically, while this one over here deciding to house torpedoes. And then when we look at the cruisers here, we have 2 different cruisers here. Let's see here. First one over here has a torpedo launcher. These ships are not really that fast, it has to be said. However, they do have good armor. They have heavy railguns, nice. They should have the homing missiles, ordnance bay, so they can use fighters and bombers, railguns. I think the true value should be less, just because the Tau can't melee to combat at all. But yeah, I don't know. And then it looks like, yeah, the only difference between these two is the fact that this one over here has proud twin heavy railguns, and this one has just one railgun or so. 2 attacks, 12, 8 seconds. 1 attack, 16. It sounds like it would be better just to go with this one over here, because it just gets double the firepower. Alright. Oh, and here's the special thing. Instead of getting battle cruisers, they have auxiliary ships. So let's take a look at this. Oh wow, this is pretty cool. That is pretty nice. I'm actually going to have to change some of these here. So, yeah, this is what stated in the lore, the fact that the Tau have some civilian ships or so, and ships like this is Crew Warsphere, and it is actually for the most part used by the crew, obviously. It has missile pads. They do a good amount of damage or so. 10 damage, 2 attacks for each. You can use 6. Oh, for God's sake, someone's moving. We're using the car, so I don't know. It can't use the special maneuvers. And it has to use the maneuver all head full that changes direction. That should be interesting. Oh, and the war sphere can't suffer any kind of critical damage except for a hull breach, so you can't lose weapons barely. And it never triggers a plasma energy surge, engine surge, which is nice, I guess. And then it has the same stats here. You have this over here. This one is actually kind of interesting. It actually has this is the first ship that we see that has macro batteries. So this here has an ordnance launcher bay, has 2 of them, it has torpedoes, it has a prow. Dear God, 60 damage? That's scary. It's macro batteries in the front. That's interesting. 4 attacks, 8. Oh. That's scary. Okay, and then it has some lance batteries. This interesting. I'm wondering if this and then it. Oh, and then only it has torpedoes, so just normal torpedoes. That's interesting. I'm wondering, and you can't modify the crew here. That's actually a point. You can't modify the crew, which is interesting enough. So I wonder. Let's see. It can only use the all-head full maneuver. It can't be damaged by asteroids. Oh, so these are mercenaries, basically. The ship will automatically disengage without the possibility of executing its captain when it reaches 30% of its... Okay. Fascinating. Okay, so this is a mercenary ship, basically, which is very interesting. Very cool. And let's look at the last one here, the Stronghold. I'm guessing this is a mercenary ship as well. So the auxiliary ships are basically rebels and mercenaries. You get the recruits, and then you get these mercenaries here. Let's see here. Basically the same thing over here. We have a huge amount of... I want to see how this prow cutting beam does. Let's see here. So it was almost counted as 25%. The beam fires at a rate of 1 second per charge. Cutting beam gains 1 charge per 15 seconds while staying in an asteroid belt. That's interesting. And it has lance batteries and a bunch of its launching bays. Very fascinating. And then we have the battleship here, the Custodian. This is the... look at all these weapons. You have guided torpedoes. You have 3 free warden escort ships. You have 6 launch bays. 6. I don't know. Not even the Eldor or the Chaos get that many ships, which is interesting. You have 12 heavy railguns. And they can all do broadsides and front, which is pretty interesting. This is insane. Alright, so now since we looked at that, let's look at some of the upgrades we can get here. So, let's start with the engines. It reduces the amount of speed penalty, improved rotation, special maneuvers, blah blah blah. See here. The effective bonus is also applied to the front shield of the ship. Okay, so that means that damage done to the front of the ship is actually reduced by 75%, or it's kind of almost like armor, basically. That's an interesting feature. What else do we have here? Basically the same. More the same. Let's see here. Wow, that's interesting. So, it won't be detected until it's revealed at least once. That's interesting. That would allow you to, like, basically sneak up on a foe very easily. Adds 1 boarding action to the ship. Same. Okay, alright. Weaponry. Defense turn range increased by 3,000. 3,000. Lock on. Special order is active. All weaponry gets that. Oh, wow. That's insane. That's pretty good. What else? additional 1 damage per second and per defensive turn to enemy ships in defensive turn range. Okay, interesting. Energy shield. Tower units can't sustain an additional damage before destruction. Okay, I don't know what that means. It's kind of, I would say, it doesn't really explain itself that well. XV 46 Vanguard Void Battleships. When the Manta Bomber performs an attack against an enemy ship, it also deals a boarding action. Interesting. I can't pronounce that, but it replaces your escort ships carried by Gravicoats by... Okay, so when I make out it, NASA... Okay, so it replaces... Okay, so what it does is it replaces the Warden escort ships with, these over here. I don't see any strategic reason for doing that, as it seems that the, this one has more weapons, but I don't know. What's this? Heavy seeker missiles? There's so much text that you literally can't see it all. That's pretty good. So the heavy seeker missile skill allows the enemy ship to send missiles to the targeted enemy ship. This missile deals 30 damage when hitting the enemy ship. After 3,000 units, the missile will start homing to the target and will only stop if the target changes. Okay. So pierce shield, stoppable. And they can hit your own ship, and they can turn. That's pretty good. Alright, going back, I think there was like one more upgrade, and then just increases the range of the iron cannons. Specialized skills, let's see here. Well, projector pushes the enemy ship in a back. Really? So it's like the full, it literally just... It just shoves you back, so, hey, you're getting too close, you gotta get back. Repel drones, oh, that's pretty good. Alright, and then all the others are typical. Let's look at the crew here. This prevents ethereal, prevents insubordination, Coel, lost in deep space. Okay. This is repels. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I like how they specify like which cast they're about on, because the other cast deals with the driving of ships basically. Fire cast, fire warriors, or so ground units. Then you have the earth casts, which are engineers. What are the water casts? I forgot what the water casts are. Alright, and now let's look at the grand finale, the favors. So we have the fire cast favor, which increases the chip value, and wow, so it automatically gets fire damage. So at least it does something. And let's take a look at that.
The fire cast fights for the tower.
Oh wow, the voice acting is awesome. Okay, cool. And then we have the water cast here that enters the battle as reinforcement. The player has to deploy the ship within radius. Okay, so this is like the Imperial Navy favor, where you can call in reinforcement ships basically, or reinforcement escort ships. And diplomat, when fitted on an auxiliary ship, the ship ignores the mercenary trait. When fitted on a child ship, grants 1 free crew point. Okay, so this is... So, going back to the auxiliary ships, the mercenaries, and how they automatically retreat with the
The watercast is the voice of the
Well, it doesn't
ethereals.
change anything, but with the watercast, it allows for it to ignore the mercenary traits here, which makes it so you can execute the commander, which is pretty cool. So that prevents these mercenary ships from just hightailing it out of there and just running. That's pretty good. That's pretty nice. Let's see if they have a custom skin on the, this here.
The watercast is the voice of the ethereals.
Oh, that is beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. That's nice. Okay, let's look at the Earthcast. Earthcast, experimental railgun, fires a fast railgun shot in a straight line that ignores both shield and oh my. Sold, pierces. That is awesome. Sold, and what else? Gives an additional. This sounds like something I'm probably gonna end up getting.
The Earthcast forged the tools of our empire.
Yes, yes indeed. The Earthcast, FTW. Okay, and then the Aircast. Let's see. I'm guessing they're focusing on fighters or so, or bombers. Reduces the enemy accuracy by 40 while using special maneuvers. All head full and high energy turn. Interesting. Okay, so that actually adds some evasion to your ships, which is nice. And then the improved ZFR Horizon Accelerator. Raise the speed of the ship by 50. Raise the rotation speed of the ship by... Okay. So basically this turns the ship basically into a very maneuverable vessel.
The Corvatra relies upon the Aircast.
Yes, yes, the Corvatra does. So basically what this does is this turns the ship into a very maneuverable. So this is kind of the closest this is going to get to like being like a Eldar type ship where you can just like maneuver it against enemies or so, which is very interesting. Right, and I think that basically covers all the Talon ships. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna definitely be putting out some gameplay of them actually in battle soon. And I will catch you guys next time.